Abby walked into the dimly lit jail cell, her eyes fixed on the figure huddled in the corner. She had come here to confront the man who had taken her mother's life, but as she looked at him now, she felt a mix of emotions she couldn't quite sort out. The drunk driver, whose name was Jack, looked up at her with red-rimmed eyes and a hangdog expression. He sniffled and wiped his nose on his sleeve, his body trembling as he met Abby's gaze. "I'm so sorry," he mumbled, his voice barely above a whisper. "I know what I did was wrong. I can't believe I took someone's life like that." Abby felt her anger and sadness bubble up inside of her, threatening to spill over at any moment. She took a deep breath and tried to keep her voice steady as she spoke. "You don't get it, do you?" she said, her eyes blazing with intensity. "My mom is gone because of you. Your carelessness took away the only person who ever really cared about me. You might feel sorry for what you did, but that doesn't change anything. Sorry isn't going to bring my mom." Jack looked down at his feet, his face contorted in a mixture of shame and despair. "I know," he whispered. "I'm so sorry, Abby. I wish there was something I could do to make it right." Abby's anger started to give way to a sense of sadness as she looked at Jack. She couldn't help but feel a twinge of pity for him, this pathetic excuse for a human being who had taken her mother away from her. "There's nothing you can do to make it right," she said finally, her voice barely above a whisper. "My mom is gone, and there's nothing you can do to bring her back. All you can do is face the consequences of your actions." Jack nodded, his eyes brimming with tears as he looked at Abby. "I know," he said again. "I'm so sorry." Abby turned and walked out of the cell, leaving Jack to his guilt and sorrow. As she made her way back home, she couldn't shake off the feeling that she would never be able to forgive him for what he had done. The weight of his guilt would always be there, a constant reminder of the life he had taken away from her. What is Abby's initial reaction when she sees Jack in the jail cell? Abby feels a mix of emotions she can't quite sort out, including anger and sadness. What does Jack mumble to Abby as he looks up at her with red-rimmed eyes? Jack mumbles, "I'm so sorry," in a barely audible whisper. How does Abby feel as she looks at Jack? Abby feels a twinge of pity for Jack, but her anger and sadness are still present. What does Abby tell Jack about the consequences of his actions? Abby tells Jack that there's nothing he can do to make it right, and that all he can do is face the consequences of his actions. How does Abby feel as she walks out of the cell and makes her way back home? Abby can't shake off the feeling that she will never be able to forgive Jack for what he had done, and the weight of his guilt will always be a constant reminder of the life he took away from her.